grass. Looked in the rear mirror and I saw the arrow pointing around.
All going to be fun.
We're going to work.
Part of the purpose of the whole thing is to show you what we do, why we do it, and for you to commiserate and have pity on us. This is a really mixed farm, okay? You've got a little bit of everything. Horses, sheep, pigs, about 20 different vegetables, hay, a few arable crops, a bit of everything, okay? And it's a small farm, 100 acres, but we like the big variety, and in fact it's how farms should be, because it provides a lot of biodiversity, a lot of interest, a lot of benefits for wildlife and everything. And that's just the way we like to do it. This field is organic, and all the fields, all the productive flat land at the bottom is organic. The outside fields around the outside, which will go around, are not organic, and I'll explain why we make that distinction. The beginning of any organic cycle, rotation, is a really healthy soil, and clover is the beginnings of it all. Clover is one of these leguminous crops, belongs to a whole family of them: peas, veggies, beans, clover, sunflower, a lot of different crops. So they have this ability of transfixing the nitrogen from the air into a form of food that the plants can use. So if you want to do without putting artificial chemicals, this is the beginning of it all. What we're actually trying to do is we're feeding the soil and not directly the plants, and then the plants get their own way of getting it from the soil. But most people nowadays are feeding the plants directly and bypassing the soil by putting, and if you're doing that, you're actually putting a lot of bacteria and funguses and all that sort of stuff out of a job. So you're not really helping the inherent fertility. These are obviously potatoes. There's about 8 different varieties here. There's purple ones over there. There's red ones. There's blue ones. There's white ones. There's ones with holes in and ones with mould on them and all sorts of things. So it's all part of the making an interesting array display at our own market and the markets we do elsewhere. And it's fun for us too. We find that different potatoes obviously have different properties, and some grow better than others, and it makes it more interesting for us. And one more thing, a little thing I discovered the other day. Last year we had brassicas in here full of cauliflowers, and we didn't have a single cabbage white butterfly, which, if ever you've grown stuff at home, that's what eats all your brassicas. And I wondered why it was, and somebody said I bet it's because you didn't cut down the previous year's crop. Because what happens is, this is the previous year crop. This all grew up to seed this high, yellow flowers, and it harbours all these wasps and predatory insects that actually are ready to pounce on the caterpillars when they're ready to when they hatch out. So when we think we're tidying up the countryside and tidying up this little corner or tidying up that little bit there, in fact you're doing just the opposite. You're really making a lot of work for yourself. So if you see lots of untidy corners, weeds and things like that, it's all done on purpose. All right.
That's right.
Are we going to go past the pigs now?
This side of the field, this isn't organic, this particular field here.
No.
And because of that one isn't and this one is, you have by law to have a buffer zone between the two to stop any potential spray drift or whatever coming through. And although we're not spraying anything, the rules are the rules, and if you flout them, then they will take away your certification. So anyway, so we're using this for a pig area, where the pigs are down there at the moment, but they'll gradually come across here and gobble up. We planted up little turnips. You can't see them. These are all little turnips here, which grow really quickly. They'll get big like turnips do, and the pigs will just wallop them down and love them. I'm sorry if a lot of the stuff seems to be on this side, but you'll just have to remember what I said. When we go the other way, then you can see. This is obviously hay. There's about 120 or 30 or whatever breeds of grass, and a farmer chooses the grass he wants for a particular purpose. They all vary according to palatability, eventual use, length of duration that's going to be in the ground for, and all this sort of stuff. This is Italian ryegrass, and it's really favoured with racehorse hay people. And the racehorse hay people pay us 8, 7, 6, whatever pounds a bale, as opposed to regular people that only pay us £4 or £3 or something like that. Okay, so it's a bit of a gamble, because if we don't actually get it in, then you know we've potentially lost quite a lot of money. But that's what farming is all about. We're gamblers. One reason why the racehorse people like it, it's a very uniform stuff. There's no, they only like it the first year, because after the second year you can start getting all weed grasses and buttercups and stuff like this growing in there, and it all upsets their delicate tummies. You know, they like it everything just exactly a known quantity, and it's very sweet stuff. I mean, you could chew on this all day. It's beautiful stuff. To make good hay, we're going to have it really fine, not a cloud in the sky, nice gentle breeze, really hot for 5-6 days on the trot, and then there's a hope of getting it in. So it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Nowadays, you do have the option of wrapping it up in plastic. You can do the big bales, which you obviously see around the place. That excludes all the air out of it, so you can even have it sopping wet and it won't go off as long as you keep the air out of it. But it's not much good to me because I can't really use it all. The horses won't eat it particularly like that, and I don't have cattle. It's quite difficult to sell because every time you move it, you maybe puncture the plastic skins or whatever. So it's that is a last-ditch scenario for us to have to wrap it all up, but it is something. It is an option rather than seeing the whole crop go to waste. It could be done. So 100 sheep, 150 lambs. That's 150%. They call it. Normally you want to get to 200%, so we got a lot less than last year. But the quality of the lambs are much better. They're lovely looking lambs. The main thing at this time of year, they have the blue bottle comes along and lays their eggs in the back ends of the sheep, and they hatch into maggots. They literally eat the whole sheep alive like that, and it's really an awful thing. And well, you have to, I came out this morning, there is one in here, an afflicted sheep, a lamb rather. So this evening we'll have to come along and try and catch one lamb, which is easier said than done. We'll try and get them in a corner or rush them between one field and another field or something like that.
Can we come and watch? Wear them out. I've got a dog that's a bit...
Right. Anyway, it's a trying thing. There is a chemical that you can spray on the backs of all the sheep as a preventative thing, and we'll probably do that because once you see one coming, then it's just time before they'll start getting them all. Nice. So these sheep will probably get about, with a bit like 80 or 90 pounds each, which is about 3 years ago we got about 30-40 pounds. So things have got a little bit more realistic now. So you can actually make a bit of money off it.